Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my first back to school video this year, and I know I'm filming this video pretty early on, but I wanted to get it up ASAP because it's a scheduling advice video, and we all know scheduling takes place way ahead of time. But I hope this video helps you guys out, and I hope you all enjoy it. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up for me, and if you're new, my name's Lily. Be sure to click the subscribe button down below for more and the bell next to that to get notified anytime I upload a new video. Also, if you guys want to check out my back to school videos from 2018, I'll have them all linked down below for you to check out after this video. But with all that being said, let's just get right on into this video. First off, I just wanted to say that I'm basing basically all of this advice off of my personal experience. And I may be referring to like classes here and there that I've taken or that are offered at my school, but I really just want you guys to get the overall message, like the main pieces of advice I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So I'm going into 11th grade this year. 9th grade is obviously the start of high school, and that's when I was able to create my own schedule. Obviously you have to have your main core classes. I hope you all know the core classes so I don't have to go over them. But the first main piece of advice I'm gonna give to you guys is to fill up your schedule. Like, don't leave room for a study hall unless you feel like you really need one. In 9th grade, I filled up my whole schedule. I didn't have a study hall at all, not even for a semester. I don't think you need one even if you're an athlete or you take part in the plays that your school does. Like, I definitely think you'll have enough time to get all your work done and go to rehearsal or whatever. The workload is definitely decent. But as for 10th grade, I decided to treat myself to a study hall. But here's the thing, it actually worked out for me because I would honestly advise you guys not to leave room for a study hall unless you really need one. And so it worked out for me because I desperately needed one the semester that they put my study hall into my schedule, because I had to take health in 10th grade. So in that class I would get homework every day. What I'm trying to say is just by having that class in that semester, I got more homework, and having that study hall really did help me. And I don't think that would happen to every person. Like, you would be lucky to get that study hall in that semester when you took that course. I don't think it all works out like that. Thankfully it did for me. So I definitely recommend filling up your schedule unless you feel you really need one. So tired. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey guys, sorry if the lighting and the angle and everything like that has changed. It's the morning after I filmed this video late last night, and I finished editing it last night, which was very surprising because I had so much footage. But I realized when I went back to rewatch that a lot of the points that I made weren't as clear as I'd like them to be, so I'm back, just gonna add in a few clips here and there explaining what I really meant by what I said. So, what I'm trying to say about this whole filling up your schedule and not having a study hall in your schedule unless you really need it is that a lot of kids, I feel like, in my school that I've overheard and things like that, don't really consider this. So they have a study hall. Then when they end up going to it, they're like, oh, my friends aren't in this class, oh, blah, blah, blah. And all they do is sit there and watch Netflix or something like that. And to me, like, at first I would think, oh, just because my friends aren't in this class, I can still have fun and relax by watching Netflix. But like, for me at least, if you think really closely about that, I like to watch it when I'm alone, like fully alone, not like really into it that I'm alone. And I can laugh when I want to laugh, and I sometimes even like act like I'm talking to the characters, like, no, don't do that, or something like that. But in study hall, like, if you do that, you're gonna be stared at, and people are gonna be like, what the heck is she doing, you know? So I just think it's a waste, you know, so I wouldn't recommend it, okay? Cool, got that clear. And when I say leave room for a study hall if you think you really need one, that I mean by this example. So me going into 11th grade, I left room for a study hall because I felt it was necessary, because everyone tells me chemistry is super hard, and that's a class that I take in 11th grade. And then there's algebra 2, and I am not good at any of the algebras, so that I will definitely need help on. So study hall could possibly help me with that. And, you know, just things like that. So I hope that clears everything up. Now let's just continue. This next piece of advice, I definitely advise you guys to consider. If you're ever recommended for an honors class, later an AP class, I would definitely consider. So in 9th grade, I was recommended for English honors, and I took it. It was not that hard. I think honors classes are pretty simple. They're not like AP courses. Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't have anyone to ask when I was recommended for AP World History if they liked it, how much work would have to be put into it. So I ended up taking it thinking it was like an honors course. But no, here's the difference, guys. I'm gonna be basing this off World History because I didn't take any other AP course in 10th grade, but it is a lot of work, and it is you working towards a college credit. This is probably gonna make me sound so stupid, but I didn't even realize that until my teacher started talking about it. And so a few weeks into the class, I was like, I can't do this, I want to drop, but I didn't. I don't know, like, whenever I felt like I wanted to drop, I knew that I couldn't, because if I did, I feel like I'm just giving up like that easy, you know? So I tried to like push myself, and I don't know, okay. It's really, really nice because AP classes give you the opportunity to earn a college credit so that when you go to college, you don't have to take that course. But if you guys do not enjoy the course in general, I don't know if I would recommend it because it's a lot of work. The English 9 class that I took was fun. I didn't have many friends in that class, but I enjoyed it, not because, ooh, you get to learn vocab and instead of reading, you can just look up notes online. Like, no, I read all the books, I did all of the work, but I don't know, I feel like English is just a subject I prefer over social studies. So when I took AP World History, that class, oh my gosh, I'm honestly gonna admit this, all the tests that we took, I basically failed all of them. My mom always tells me this, but she's like, you can't just memorize all this stuff because you're not gonna end up like remembering it later on if you're not interested or open to learning it. So here's the thing, I don't like history. It's just not one of my preferred subjects. So that's why in that class, it was very hard on me because I didn't know, here, I'm gonna sound really stupid saying this, but I'm honestly geographically challenged. My friend and I always joke about this because it's so true. So you've heard, I don't prefer history, yet I ended up taking the AP World History course, but I did it. I didn't give up. I pushed myself, and I came out with knowledge on things that I didn't know from last year and things that I will probably remember for the rest of my life because, like what my mom said, if you aren't open to learning and whatever, you won't remember it. But every time I walked into that class, my teacher always embedded into, I feel like my whole class's brains, not just mine, the importance of AP. So I tried to be open in that class, which is probably why I remember some of the stuff that I do, because if he didn't do that and my mom still told me keep yourself open to all of this stuff, I probably wouldn't have been open to it unless it was my teacher, because like my mom, like, I don't listen to her all the time. So I've definitely been filming for over an hour, so I'm really sorry if this video ends up being like 30 minutes long, because me talking for a long period of time equals boring. So I am very, very sorry. If you stuck around though, thank you. But my last piece of advice for you guys is, if you have a lot of room on your schedule and you don't really know what classes to add because none of them interest you that much, I definitely recommend taking the classes that will help you out in the long run in life. So I took Korean Financial Management in 9th grade, where you learn a lot about business. You learn about taxes, I think, or like checks or something like that. I honestly don't remember. That was like forever ago in my world. So you also learn in this class things that may end up helping you out in college depending on what courses you take. But at my school we have some iMacs and MacBooks, so in that class we would use those, and she would teach us how to use things like Excel, and then we would do projects on them. We also learned how to write resumes and things like that for jobs. That class will definitely help you out and teach you a bunch of things that you will need to know when you graduate college, if you decide to go to college, when you graduate high school. Just it will help you out so much. And in 10th grade I actually took computer apps, and I had the same teacher, but in that class we learned how to use Photoshop and things like that, so that was really neat. And that can definitely help you depending on what courses you take in college if you go to college. So yeah, and I'm actually taking graphic design next year, so we'll see what I learned there. But that's it. We've come to the end. Finally, you are all probably saying if you're still here. I hope this video was helpful. I know I was talking a lot about my experience, but I was trying to give you guys a taste of like this advice in action, you know? Yeah, okay. But be sure to give this video a like for me, so I know you guys are enjoying my videos, and don't forget to subscribe down below if you're new. But I'm just gonna end this here because I've been talking forever. But I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.